so much for tuning in today. We are more than excited to announce that we have released our Ryan Darrell Reserve Cabernet Sauvignon out of Sassoon Valley, about 150 cases of this. And today I'm joined here by my good friend Peter Heitz.
Thanks for having me, Ryan.
Yeah, of course. Peter has a lot of history here in Napa Valley, grew up in Napa, but a lot of his childhood was spent in Calistoga, where I'm from, working at his grandmother's ranch, pruning, taking off milk cartons, on the tractor, whatever it may be farming-wise, but has a long history of farming as well, 14th generation.
That's right.
Viticulturalist or farmer, I guess you would call it. Originally his family's from Alsace, France, which has even more history than we can imagine to talk about. But today we're going to taste the wine. Peter's going to tell me what he thinks about it candidly, whether he likes it or hates it.
I can't wait to try it.
We'll talk about maybe a little bit about the bottle and how we made this wine. And then I just have some kind of questions for you as a winemaker. But yeah, let's go ahead and taste. So 2021 vintage.
Good, cheers. Ryan, this smells fantastic.
I'm not going to talk about it because I've tasted it a million times.
You don't want to talk about it?
I want to hear your candid
I've
opinion.
never tasted it. I think it just is killer. The best wines you don't make. You source great fruit and then stay away from it. Here, I mean, I think the amazing thing, Ryan's obviously like just cutting his chops in winemaking, but the real restraint is a confidence game, and you have to know you have a good ingredient, awesome fruit, and then stand back from that, and you've proven that right there.
So my new project, all Sassoon Valley. We farmed this Cabernet on a hillside that's west facing, well drained. Sassoon has a very similar climate to Napa Valley when it comes to the temperatures. A little bit different soil type and valley floor, difference, but
Some great loamy, sandy soils out there.
yeah. In your opinion, what is the most important part of the wine making process?
The most important part of the winemaking process is sourcing great fruit. Either you're growing it or you're working with the grower, but it's about spot, understanding the spot, and then working with the grower or being the grower to get the best out of the spot. And it's all about that.
Yeah, I think so many people, when they think about winemaking, they think that there's like this insane meticulous, I mean obviously we're in a lab right now, but they think that there's like this insane meticulous lab work going on outside the tank where you're dripping a certain varietal into another wine. But really it's a lot more simple than that, right?
Yeah, no, the best wines, if you go to the cellar and everybody's sitting in the hammocks drinking tequila, you know it's a great vintage. If you run in there and like everybody's pulling levers hard and they're trying to make the wine, there's a problem. I mean, it means that the ingredient that we started with was needed help, right? And the best wine, like this wine, what's naturally beautiful about this wine is the purity of fruit. It has a darkness that is emanating from the glass. Has a lot of amplitude, so the wine like has aromatic intrigue. You can smell the fruit density, but you can also smell the acidic lift. And then the wine like has kind of like a corset on it. Like it has a lot of fruit fat, but it's all contained by the delicate use of great French oak, where you can feel that's like tightened the waist, gives the fruit like velocity. So the wine is like still a jamming. I mean, the wine has a lot of forward movement, and at the same time it's like rising and falling and moving forward, and there's great dimple texture. This is like world-class wine. I mean, it's really
Appreciate that.
I mean, this part, I mean, as a pragmatic person, the hand dipping of the bottles in wax and then hand applying these little neckers,
Yeah.
I hate that. Because that seems just like, that is a tedious and like time, and it's a perfect wax job, and that little flag on there, it's gorgeous. But that is, from a production standpoint, that's horrible.
Yeah, good thing we only made 150 cases.
Yeah. Are your fingers like recovering from that?
Right. So if you were going to sit down with a glass of this wine and you have one meal in mind.
2021 is a fantastic vintage. It's a vintage that has a lot of texture and structure. I like the texture of the wine. It's fascinating. It has a lot of like texturial grip in the best way. Grip sounds like a scary word, but it's not here. There's like tons of fruit like rolling through that. But it's a young wine, and I think it wants a little bit of fat with it. So, I like that with a ribeye steak, or maybe like a lamb burger or something like that. You definitely want something with a little play to it.
All right. So starting from such a young age in this business, I'm similar. I started working at Camus when I was like 13 years old. So starting at such a young age, when did you know like this is going to be my career? When were you like set in your head, like, okay, this is my passion, this is what I want to do, and that's it?
I had a great bottle of wine. Grew up with wine, and I never really actually probably had really good wine. And I tasted that, and I had no idea that you could turn grapes into something like that. And
That started the journey.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. As the years go on, you have a different appreciation for like what's important in life, and like drinking really good wine is one of the things that's really important in life. and it goes nice with life. So
I think a lot of people watching agree with you, probably.
Yeah, freshness and lift you can't fake those things. Like, in a wine that either came from the season and the fruit, or you don't have it. You can't like make things be fresh and lifted.
Yeah.
Right. It's like pure simple beauty is like can't be. That's not from a bunch of makeup or fancy clothes. You either have it or you don't. So I guess I'm more interested in that than I am in power and density. It's really nice when you get both those things together, and this wine has all those features together.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate Peter for all your time.
Thanks for sharing your wine with me. I'm thrilled to taste it.
Thank you.
It's fantastic.
Make sure to go check out Shypoke. Make sure to check out Turnbull. Some of the brands that Peter's involved with, and we hope you guys enjoy this one. Yeah, make sure you grab a bottle.
Don't forget to check out this one.
And we'll see you guys later. Thank you.